Hey guys, this week we're going to be unboxing the Barracuda 2 chuck system for your lathe. Stick around. Hey guys, like I said before, this week we're going to be unboxing the Barracuda 2 chuck jaw system for your wood lathe. Now, I've only done one other unboxing video, so the reason I did that one is because it was a major purchase. It was a big one, and I'd had to do a lot of research into that. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that. This one here, I couldn't find a whole lot of videos on the unboxing of it, what all actually came in it, or really a whole lot about it. So I wanted to make sure and do a video about that, just to tell you a little bit about the chuck jaw system I decided to buy. I did a little bit of research, but honestly, that was the best seller on Amazon, pretty much what it was, I believe. That's what put me over there. Just like, yeah, okay, a lot of people bought that. I might as well go ahead and try it then, right? But anyway, so before we get into all that, if you like videos like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and consider supporting BS with AJ on Patreon so we can do bigger and better projects for you guys. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright guys, we're going to do another unboxing video. This is the Barracuda 2 chuck system. It's the CSC 3000C and it comes with 9 pieces. So we're going to go ahead and get into that here in just a second. But the reason I got this was because I've seen so many different people using them. I've been using just faceplates for the longest time and it works great, don't get me wrong. But you either waste a lot of wood where your screws are in there and you can't cut into it, or you have holes in the bottom of whatever you're working on. And this is going to solve a lot of those problems. This is obviously going to be more versatile. So we're going to go ahead and open this up now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut this open here. Alright, so it actually comes inside its own case here. That's nice. Plastic over here. Alright, so it's all foam padded here, and it's got its own nice little carrying case. Let's get a better view of this. Alright, so here's the inside of the package here. As you can see, everything's individually wrapped here. On the box here, it says it comes with 9 pieces. The Barracuda 2-key chuck with number 2 jaws is pre-mounted, so that's got to be this one here. It's got a 3/4 inch by 16 TPI lathe adapter for it. This is pre-threaded for 1 inch by 8 TPI. So it comes with the adapter just in case your lathe isn't set up for that. My lathe is actually 1 inch by 8 TPI, so that'll fit right on there. I won't have to use the adapter. It also comes with a screw chuck adapter, number 1 step jaws, number 3 round jaws, pin jaws, a T-handle Allen key wrench, and a gear keyed wrench. So let's go ahead and open some of these up here. Alright, as you can see, they've also got it zip tied here. Those are all put together so that way it'll stay right into place here. Let's see here, it's got all these screws to change out your jaws. There's our other one. And looks like we got one more set of jaws here. Alright. So we have our 4 sets of jaws here. Here's your adapter. Like I said, I'm not going to need it for mine, but if you needed it, here's your adapter here. It's 3/4 inch by 16 TPI to a 1 inch by 8 TPI. And here's our main head right here that's already adjusted. It's already attached to it. All right. Let's go ahead and put this on the lathe here and take a look at it. Oh, here's our screw chuck, by the way. I forgot about that. That may be real important. Don't want to forget about that. Let's go ahead and get it mounted on the lathe. Alright guys, so behind this piece of foam here is where you're going to find your instructions in this little compartment here. And on the front here, it just tells you what all came in the package, and it has each set of jaws kind of lettered here, so you'll know which ones they're talking about for the instructions on the back side. And on the back side, the most important part here would be your jaw capacity chart and your chuck gripping depth. Let's see if you can see that here. So basically what this shows up here, it shows each individual set of jaws up here, and then it shows the outside diameter range and the inside diameter range. And that's pretty important because whenever you're going to cut a tenon on something, you need to know if you're wanting to keep whatever size jaws on there that you already have on there, then you'll need to know what range you need to make your tenon at. Or the same thing for a recess. If you're cutting the recess into a bowl to be able to turn the inside part, you'd need to know the range for whatever set of jaws you want to use. Or if you're using a bigger dowel, you may have to change your jaws based on that. And like I said, it shows that right here. Also, the chuck gripping depth right down here, which shows a little explanation there. Basically, it's saying on here, for a 2-inch diameter base, the minimum depth for a cavity base is 3/16 of an inch. Now that's the minimum. Keep that in mind. And for the, I guess what you call the tenon, for a 2-inch diameter base, the minimum grip, again, is for 3/16 of an inch. So I guess you need to make sure if you're doing a tenon or if you're doing a recess or whatever, make sure it's at least 3/16 of an inch deep. So that way it'll grip, your jaws will grip on there better and everything. Alright, now we'll actually put on our chuck and we'll see what it looks like here on the lathe. Alright, now to actually attach it to your lathe, mine's already set up with a 1-inch by 8 TPI, so it will screw right into place. If yours has a 3/4 by 16 TPI, you will have to put that adapter on and then put this on, of course. So I've got that on there real nice and snug now. To adjust it, it came with this little key, and you'll turn it and it'll either widen it, or if you go the opposite way, it'll tighten it up depending on what you're working on, of course. And the last thing about it would be this worm screw, or the screw chuck, whatever you know it as. The way I've seen it so far is this little ring right here looks like it fits right into this set of jaws specifically, at least. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little better. Alright, now to actually attach it to your lathe, mine's already set up with a 1-inch by 8 TPI, so it will screw right into place. If yours has a 3/4 by 16 TPI, you will have to put that adapter on and then put this on, of course. So I've got that on there real nice and snug now. To adjust it, it came with this little key, and you'll turn it and it'll either widen it, or if you go the opposite way, it'll tighten it up depending on what you're working on, of course. And the last thing about it would be this worm screw, or the screw chuck, whatever you know it as. The way I've seen it so far is this little ring right here looks like it fits right into this set of jaws specifically, at least. Let me see if I can zoom in on that a little better. Alright guys, well that's the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and consider supporting BS with AJ on Patreon so we can do bigger and better projects for you guys. And I'll see you next week.